something different going on. This is not what I... Aha. Wait the usual. And then we will get into this bin. Look at that. Shout out to the lady that gave me these. Thank you very, very much. I thought that I had missed out, man. I just happened to catch them like 20 minutes after they were posted. And I had messaged her and waited, and then she messaged me and said that, yeah, come through. And then it was a waiting game. On replies. Apparently my thing is very slow, so. All right, 2 minutes in. Without further ado, let's get into it. What side do y'all want to take from? How many cards do you think is in this box? Happened to notice this in there last night. 1 inch equals 60 cards. So with that theory, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, there's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 inches worth of cards, and there is a full inch of penny sleeves. I really want to get into them penny sleeves, and there's some more over here, but I think these are separated by... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Let me... Wow. I don't know if y'all seen the name on the back of that card. Let's just hope it's a 1985. Oh my God. I do see some damaged cards in here. But I really don't care because that one particular card right there. Tell you what, let's just go from the back right here. Or the front. Let's go from the front. Let's take these red ones out. All the way up to the red. What we got here? Superstar. Superstar. Can't read this. Jesus Christ. I still can't read it. Bro, what is going on? Okay. These are either 82 or 92. I, for the life of me, cannot read that bottom date right there. I should have brought the looper in here. Sandy Oliver Jr., Carlton Fisk, Eddie Murray, Berto Alomar, Ellis Burks. See, what happened to names like this, man? You got names that you can't even say now. Lenny All right, Lenny. Greg Olson. Ben McDonald. Matt Williams. Steve Avery. Albert Bell. Eric Davis. Scott Erickson. Felix Jose. Kent Herbeck. Dennis Martinez. Roberto Kelly. Kevin Mitchell. Dave Henderson. Danny Tartable. George Bell. Look at that hair. Boy had the curls going. Robin Young. So I'm going to say that's going to be 92. Vince Coleman. Barry Larkin. Ron Gant. Raymond Martinez. Yep, look at the hair. I'm going to say this is going to be the 90s. 92. Grab the looper and check it out. Otis Nixon. John Olirod. Tom Walsh. Scott Sanderson. Paul O'Neill. John Franco. Some bending on the corner there. Bobby Thigpen. Doug Drabick. Craig Biggio. Andre Dawson. Kevin Mass. Terry Pendleton. Jose Rijo. Rob Dibble. Dale Murphy. Dave Stibe. Benny Santiago. Joe Carter. Robin Ventura. Mark Langston. Tom Hinkie. Wally Joyner. Lee Smith. Jack McDowell. Mark Grace. Was a Grace. Edgar Martinez. David Cohn. Hal Morris. Ozzie Guillen. Guyan. Pete Harnish. Brett Saberhagen. Paul Molitor. Chuck Finley. Jeff Reardon. Rick Aguilera. John Smiley. Dave Winfield. Mike Greenwell. Willie McGee. Doc Gooden on them superstars. And I'm gonna need something. Where'd that little ruler go? To go in between. As a little breaker, you know? Alright. Let's get these little randos out the way here. We got some Bowmans. $19.90. Bowmans. Brady Anderson. Jim Abbott. And we got some Leafs. Dave Justice. 1991 Leafs. Eric Davis. Mike Greenwell. Dwight Gooden. Scott Garlitz. Mickey Morandini. What is this? 94 Ultra Fleer. We got Luis Polonia. 92 Fleer Ultra. Tim McIntosh. Kenny Lofton. Hubie Brooks. Dan Gladden. We got 93 Fleers. Todd Stottlemyre. I guess I could have showed the back of these. 93 Fleer. Todd Stottlemyre. George Bell. Roberto Alomar. Jose Offerman. We got some Donruss 93, Sandy Alomar Jr., Greg Olson, Sandy Alomar Jr., Jim Abbott, Greg Olson, Greg Olson. Uh-oh. Greg Olson's out the box. Ruben Sierra, Ben McDonald, Lance Blankenship, Billy Ripken. Check the backs out there. Ben McDonald, Tim Wallish, Wilson Alvarez, Daryl Boston, Craig Biggio, Bobby Witt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jack Clark, Tim Belcher, Mike Burdick, Lance Parrish, Mike Timlin, Luis Soho, Chris Colin, Dan Smith, Charles Nagy, Ken Caminiti, Doug Strange, Dave Maglicki, Russ Springer, and Raymond Martinez rounding out the Donruss 93s. Can't believe there's a Bobby Witt in there like that. All right. Guys, I should be outside cleaning, mowing the grass, raking some leaves, doing something, but I'm in here with y'all. Somebody hit the like for me. These almost look like prestige, heritage kind of. These 93 tops. We got David Howard. Look at the back there. Sandy Alomar, Willie Randolph, Doc Gooden, Todd Revnig, Brad Pennington, a coming attraction there. Manager cards. Another manager card there. What is this one? Braves and Orioles. You got Brewers and Expos. There's another coming attractions. Brian Johnson, Scott Sanders. Your 94 checklist. Eric Hillman. What did we skip? Oh, we have skipped to a different series of cards here. Oh, it skipped right at the checklist. Okay. Eric Hillman. Derek Bell. Derek Lilliquist. Another one. Guillermo Velasquez. Bob Arlo. Yes, these are all mixed up. There's 93s in with the 94s. Carney Lansford. Jeff Montgomery, Joe Oliver, Kent Merker, Eric Young, Scott Luis, Gary Desarsnell. I'm reading these through the camera, guys. Kenny Rogers, Jeffrey Bullitt, Ron Darling, Mike Magnati, Jeff Fry, Jose Uribe, Kevin Mitchell, Sid Brim, Mike Perez, Tino Martinez, Mike Bodiker, Chris Sabo, Xavier Hernandez, Luis Alicia, Vince Horseman, Paul Sorrento, Keith Miller. Looks like a cinematic card there. Rick Sutcliffe, Andy Van Slyke, Mark Whitten, Todd Burns, Tom Glavin, Bob Tewksbury, Mike Gallego, Tommy Green, Ray Sanchez, Dave Stibe, Jeff Enos, Bob Patterson, Brooke Jacoby, Melito Perez, the 92 draft pick, Dan Serafini, JT Brewitt, Greg Hibbard, Mark Gardner, Dave Nilsson, Rusty Meacham, Willie Randolph, Eric Hansen, Jack McDowell, Louis Soho, Buddy Grom, Kevin Wickender, Trevor Wilson, Tom Hinkie, Herm Wingingham, Jeremy Hernandez, Brian Harper, Derek May, and 2 checklists. Sorry guys, I completely forgot to grab a drink before I came in here. Oh, this is going a little bit quicker than I originally thought there. Let's do this little stack here. See some 87s in there. Ooh, I ain't seen that black back in a minute. Or these yellow cards. There's only a couple of them. Haha, there's a red speckle. What's up, AJ? Alright, I don't know where the splits are in these, so we're just gonna go as they go. Nice little bend to them there. What's up, AJ? AJ. You know, I know a guy by that name. Mike Greenwell, Jose Offerman, Eddie Murray. Uh-oh. Forgot to show the backs there. These would be 91 Fleers. 91 Donruss. Let me lie to you. Eddie Murray. 1991 Donruss. Jesus Christ, dude. Go on now. There you go. Bobby Bonilla. Cecil Fielder. Jim Abbott. George Brett. Ben McDonald. Dang. Check that one out, man. And a 1990 Leaf Texas Ranger, Rafael Primero. I'm gonna look that up because that name sounds very familiar. Daryl Strawberry. What? Fred McGriff. Greg Olson. Fred McGriff. George Brett. Greg Olson. Rafael Primero. Greg Olson. Jesus. Carlton Fish. Eric Davis. Steve Sachs. Which ones are these? That's an 88? Yeah. 88 tops. Steve Sachs again on the Dodgers. Willie Randolph. Gonna be a 88 tops. 87 All-Star. 87 record breaker. Don Mattingly. Got Bobby Bonilla. Eddie Murray. Eric Davis. Craig Biggio. On a 90 All-Star National. Julio Franco. But it's not a Wander. I wonder if they're related. Tell you what, I am also getting these all out of order. Will Clark. Eric Davis. Howard Johnson. Another Eric Davis. And another Howard Johnson. Let's go. What are these guys? 87 tops. What's up, guys? Appreciate y'all joining. Uh-oh. Come on now. Dennis Ecker, whatever that is. Cecil Fielder. Steve Sachs. Wade Boggs. Ozzie Smith. Some of these names sound really... Steve Sachs. Sound expensive. Tony Gwynn and Don Mattingly for some more All-Stars, which were over here somewhere. We got some 88 tops mixed in with some 91 or 89 tops mixed in with 91 tops. Ryan Sandberg. Barry Bonds. Julio Franco. Greg Olson. Jose Offerman. Cecil Fielder. I'm going to look that name up in a minute. We got Will Clark. Ryan Sandberg. Jose Canseco. There's a Mike Greenwell. What are these ones? 92 tops. Cecil Fielder. Dennis Ecker, whatever that is. Cecil Fielder. Cecil Fielder. Cecil Fielder. Cecil Fielder. I wonder if that guy's worth some money. Jose Offerman. Julio Franco. Jose Canseco. Ryan Sandberg. Julio Franco. Greg Olson. Bobby Bonilla. And another Jose Canseco. These are key cards that I know are at least $5 a piece. So we are going to set those guys here. Dude, this was an awesome, awesome find. I think I'm going to finish out this row right here. And then I might go take me a little break. I don't even know what time it is here. 3:27. It's been what? 30 minutes now. Oh. Nothing funny going on. Got the card. I just got to stand up for a minute. Yeah. 1989 Leaf. We got Steve Sachs. Steve Sachs. Steve Sachs. 89 Leaf. Eric Davis. Eric Davis. Julio Franco. Julio Franco. Howard Johnson. Howard Johnson. Howard Johnson. Julio Franco. Ruben Sierra. Dennis. That same guy. Roberto Alomar. Another one. Another one. Steve Sachs again. Kirby Puckett. Ozzie Smith. Rain Sandelberg. Ozzie Smith. Wade Boggs. Steve Sachs. Will Clark. And there is another Darryl Strawberry. Jim Abbott. Another Dennis. Eric Davis. Leo Franco. Bobby Bonilla. Sandy Alomar Jr. Eric Davis. Steve Sachs. Steve Sachs. Steve Sachs. Steve Sachs. You know, Sachs's card is worth probably a penny. Mike Greenwell. Bobby Bonilla. Ryan. Jim Abbott. Dennis. Dave Stewart. Eddie. Eric. Will Clark. These are all repeating cards. Boy, Donruss 1990 was high print year, wasn't they? We got some Donruss 93s again. Pedro Munoz, Guillermo Velasquez, Roberto Kelly. Show you the back there. Derek May, Alan Embree, Larry Cassian, Eddie Pierce, Francisco Cabrera, Rich DeLucia, Andy, Derek Parks, Norm Charlton, Matt Nukes, Juan Guerrero, Ozzie Guillen, Paul Molitor, Bruce Benedict on a 87 Donruss. And we got Dennis Eckersley on a 92 Donruss. Eddie Murray. Oh, show y'all the backs. Sorry. What do we got here? Score 1996. Steve Sparks. Bobby Bonilla on the score 1991. Ivan Calderon, score 92. Matt Williams. And a 1987 Ozzie Smith All-Star. National League card 16 of 22. 1988 top. Oh, you're ripping through these, Amy. It's quick whenever you ain't got to open up all the packs. Pat Borders, 1990 Classic. Well, these are all pretty much in order for the most part. Whatever these guys are. Here. Alright, so up next we got some tops. Double Marlin. There you go. Let's say down there 93 tops. And another manager's card there. Coming attraction, Stan Royer. Craig Lefferts. Mark Wohlers. David Hulse. Show you the backs there. Kenny Rogers, Todd Burns, Mark Wohlers, Dave Hollins, Todd, Joe Olserlak, Scott Servius, Ruben Amaro, got Bert Billevin, 92 draft pick, Chad Matoya. This guy hurt his leg. Owie, owie, owie. Carlos Martinez. Oh, I cannot do this. My feet is going to sleep sitting here. Roberto Kelly. John Vander Wall. Ricky Bones. Junior Felix. Sandy Alomar, Scott Erickson, Lance Johnson, Russ Swan, Scott Fletcher, David Hulse, Moses Alou. Was that one a Topps All-Star rookie? Man, look at them ones. Sheesh. Studio 92. Dennis Eckersley. Howard Johnson. Daryl Strawberry. Uh-oh. Daryl. Jose Offerman. Roberto Alomar. Greg Olson. Another Roberto. Bobby Bonilla. Don Mattingly. Show you the backs of them. Don Mattingly. We got some more Leafs here. Jim Abbott. Dennis Eckersley. Dennis. Julio Franco. Steve Sachs. On the 92 Leafs. And we got some 87? 89 Fleer. I remembered these cards. Dennis Eckersley. I have no idea how to say that. I know I say it different every single time. Julio Franco and Howard Johnson. This box is like a trip down my childhood. There's another Dennis Eckersley. There's a superstar. Kirby Puckett and Bo Jackson. On the 90 Fleer, there's doubles. Jim Abbott, Will Clark, Barry Bonds. Ooh. Steve Sachs, Will Clark, Steve Sachs, and Jim Abbott to round out the 90 Fleer. I don't think I need that divider right at the moment no more. All right. Let's get into the upper decks, shall we? Ooh, man. I've been waiting to get a Bo Jackson card forever. My dog's name is Bo Jackson, in case y'all don't know. So now up next we got 91 upper decks. Give you a back look at the backs there. Pat Kelly, Brian Harvey, Lance Parrish, Mike Humphreys, Jose De Leon, Dale Suvin, Jack McDowell, Mark Gardner, Bernie Williams, Real Kamir, Roberto Kelly, Rafael Ramirez, Craig Leferts, Don Paul, Brian Holman, Chris Bosio. Is that a, oh no, that's a player. Chico Walker, Russ Swan, Henry Cotto, Bill Swift, Jeff Shaw, Rex Hudler, Danny Darwin, Rex Hudler, Jeff Asaro, John Barfield, Gerald Perry. We got a checklist for the 1992 upper decks. Tony Gwynn, Kirk McCaskill. Diamond debut, huh? What is this? Who is this guy? That's a checklist card. Willie Randolph, Mark Smith, Rondell White, Joe Farrell, Collector's Choice Upper Deck 92. Who is this guy? V. Wells? You can barely see the name down there. It's another checklist card. Darren Fletcher, Junior Ortiz, Hoobie Brooks, Dave McGaden, Junior Felix, Bip Roberts, Luis Polonia, Ron Karkovic, Steve Decker, Dave Valle, Jose Guzman, Joe Orsulak, Mike Fitzgerald, Tom Wallish, and Lenny Dextra. Continuing on with the 92 Fleers here, we got Mike Fielder, Matt Nukes, Mel Hall, Al Newman, Dave Anderson, Bruce Ruffin, Greg Harris, Scott Leus, Darren Jackson, Dan Gladen, Glenn Braggs, Jerry Brown, Brian Bowen, Kevin McReynolds, Keith Miller, Milt Thompson, Mookie Wilson, Bill Kruger, Scott Sanderson, Gary Templeton, Darren Dalton, Vaughn Hayes, Brian Barnes, Paul O'Neill, Omar Olivares, Mookie Wilson, Todd, Brian Hunter. Arms get tired of holding these cards up. Oh, my Lord. Whew. Dennis Martinez, Kevin McReynolds, Milt Thompson, Bill Pecota, Ed Sprague, Chuck Finley, Lenny Dykstra, Larry Walker, Mark Lewis, Ron Robinson, Alex Cole, Jeff Hewson, Juan Samuel, Kirk Gibson, Alvaro Espinoza, Darren Fletcher, Chris Hammond, Oral Hershiser, Bill Pecota, Ed Sprague, Chuck Finley, Brick, Mark Lewis, George Bell, Danny Tartubal, Willie Wilson, Doug DaCenzo. We got some more artwork checklists. Collector's Choice. Jeffrey Leonard. This is 91 Upper Decks. Tony Phillips. Pat Borders. Gary Ward. Eric Anthony. We got some more artwork. Joe Hamilton. These guys double diamond skills. That is a checklist card. Barry Bonds and Andy Van Slyke. Rookie threats. I should say who the names of these people are. There's another Barry Bonds. Billy Ripken. There's another Barry Bonds. Eric Davis. There's another Barry Bonds. Eric Davis. Von Haynes. Greg Hibbert. Von Haynes. Greg Hibbert. Mike Humphreys. And Dennis Rasmussen. Rounding out those upper decks right there. Now I'm going to have to go back through and check these checklists. So far, I'm getting some pretty nice little pulls out of here. If my tripod stand was not right directly underneath me, that would be awesome. We got some scores here. It's like 1988, possibly. Kirk McCaskill, Mike Moore, Keith Comstock, Wally Joyner, Kelly Downs, Ray Kionis, Brian Holton, Devin White, Rick Dempsey, Jerry Brown, Terry Full, Juan Castillo, Phil Garner, Dwayne Murphy, Oral Hersher, Frank Viola, Rick Manning, Ross Jones, Tom Candiotti. These guys here. George Brett on a 1990 score. Wade Boggs. And we got some 1990 scores here. Mickey Weston, Charlie Huh, Dave McGaden. And backs there. We got a 88 tops. 86 tops. Scott Bradley. This card will be 40 years old this year. We got some 89 All-Stars, which were printed in 90. This is going to be card 20 and card 10 of 22. Rick Russell and Terry Steinbach. There was one of these earlier. That's some 1992 Fleer. Jose Guzman on the Texas Rangers there. Jose Guzman. Dwayne Henry, Houston Astros. Don Slate, Pittsburgh Pirates. There's this guy here. What's the date on this one, guys? 89. Oh, 88. Eric Flunk. Getting attacked by my trim boards over here. Hold on, guys. 1989, Donruss John Smiley. Love those orange cards, man. Those were my favorite when I was a kid. 92, Donruss Ron Karkovice. Rudy Sanchez. Dave Stewart. Chili Davis. Wish I had a name like Chili. Dave Stewart. Dwight Gooden. Harvey Pulliam. These ones. Score 89. Jeff Brantley. Score 92. Mike Fielder. Same backs there. Score 91. Tim Burke. Howard Johnson. Jesse Barfield. Mark Langston. Scott Sanderson. Why is that one black? I guess it's team colors, huh? Dan Plessick for the Brewers. We are almost done with one section, guys. We got some Bowmans. These all gonna be Bowmans. These are two different year Bowmans. I have a 91 with the green back. And we'll have a 1990 with the blue back. So we got Billy Ripken. Another Billy Ripken. Chris Sabo. Dave Smith. Bill Duran. Glenn Davis. John Wheatland. Tim Belcher. Mike Hartley. Mike Sosa. Oh my gosh, if I could talk. Don Slott. Steve Bedrosin. Carlos Martinez. Storm Davis. Bill Pecota. And Gino Petroli. I'm going to put these Billy Ripkins over here too, because I want to check. I'm about to go grab me something to drink, guys, after this stack here. For the 1992 with the greenback, we got Dana Kiker, Alan Trammell, Matt Meisk, Frank Bullock on the MVP, Tim Costo, Mitch Webster, Brooke Jacoby, Glenn Allen Hill, Ron Gant, Javier Ortiz, Jeff Juden, Andy Van Slyke, Zane Smith, Kim Batiste, Ricky Bones, Juan Samuel, Sid Fernandez, Rex Hudler, Juan Agosto, Milt Thompson, Jeff Carter, Jack Morris, Kenny Rogers, Kirk Dressendorfer, Brian Harvey, Eddie Murray, Mark Newfield, Matt Williams, and Ruben Sierra, rounding out the Bowman 91. Let me put this one right here because that's my birth year card. These ones over here in my check stack. Alright, you guys. What if I can get through there? Be right back. Bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm stuck. Right. Go grab some water. The time check here, 3:56. I might have enough time. Might have enough time. Penny sleeves going over there. More penny sleeves in the front here. Yep. I don't know what they are. I'm not gonna look yet. Alright, let's see if we can't blast through this so I can head on out. There's some 93 upper decks here. Ooh, these are stiff cars. Like wax coated. Jose Oliva. Ray McDavid. Chad Matoya. This is a top 93 prospect. Oh, these are all top 93 prospects. Calvin Murray. This is rock solid here. There's your pictured players. There's another player card. A couple of player cards here. Some Dodgers. Barry Bonds on the Dodgers card. I'm going to put that one over there. No matter which way I face it, it's going to be upside down for y'all. There we go. And these are all team cards. I thought that was wrong. Hey, wait a minute, there's only two people in there. They're stuck together. Barry Bonds. Oh my God. Oh. Look at this, guys. Barry Bonds. Darryl Strawberry. Well, these are just repeating now. There's another Darryl Strawberry. Barry Bonds. Lethal lefties. Oh, sorry guys. Get away from the camera there, huh? Well, these are going to be fun to sort through. There's another Bonds checklist right in front of my face. Roger Clemens. Andy Van Syke on the upper deck. 93. Ruben Sierra. Lenny, Eric, Bob, Jake Armstrong, Ed Sprague, Troy Neal, Dick Schofield, Dickie Thorne, Butch Henry. I have no idea how I had this set up just a second ago. And I was comfortable. Somewhat. Junior Felix, Mike Lansing, Doug DeSerno, Andre Dawson, Darnell Coles, Robert Alomar, Andy Van Syke. Looks like he got hit in the elbow there. Owie. Willie Randolph, David Justice. I wonder if this card is it just an action card? Because there's not very many. This is the only injury card I've ever seen. David Justice. Dave's not here, man. Willie McGee, Sandy Alleman Jr., John Crook, Chris Davis, Chili Davis, Howard Johnson, Greg Olson, Howard Johnson, Julio Franco, Dwight Gooden, Julio Franco, Storm Davis. These wax cards are just very repetitive. Storm Davis. Bo Jackson. My dog's in there probably going crazy right now. Why you keep calling me, man? Where you at? Another Roger Clemens checklist. I hear you, man. I can't find you. You left me in here by myself. I love my little Bo Jackson. Ellis Burks. Oh, these are tops 40. 1991. Ellis Burks. Hector Villanueva. Tom Lasorda. These are manager cards. I was literally just thinking about manager cards. And umpire cards. I have never seen an umpire card. Actually, I lied. I had umpire cards when I was a kid. Gerald Clark. Bob Kipper. Howard Johnson. We got a Willie Ansley, #1 draft pick on a 89 tops. Whoa. He was on an 89 top. Oh, these are all 89 tops now. Coming into 89 tops. Got the black and red back. 88. 89 tops. My bad. 88 Al leaders. All-Star American League. Alan Trammell. Andre Dawson. Walt Weiss. Steve Lake. Tom Lawless. Glenn Hubbard. Alejandro Pina. You got the 83 record breaker. Kevin McReynolds. Al Newman. Dave Winfield. Dwight Gooden, 1984. Turn back the clock. Al Gooden. Sosha. Mike Ciosa. However the heck you say his name. Sosa. So we just got team leader cards, which don't tell you any names. Kevin Mitchell, Gerald Young, and Andre Galarga. Yeah, just butcher that name, why don't you? My bad, Andres. My bad. Man, this guy's still trying to comment. Sheesh. It's our time check here, 4:08. We are making great time. (1988) Donruss Mackie Sacer, rated rookie. That logo has not changed since 1988. Kelly Downs, Tracy Jones, Tim Teufel, Mike Flanagan, Rafael Santana, Mike Flanagan, Andres Thomas. Ooh, Andres is out. He's out the building, guys. What's going on here? What happened? Look, I just went to go get a drink and everything went to crap. There. Maybe. Bill Gullickson, Dave LaPointe, Jerry Don Gleaton, Steve Lyons, Steve Trout, could have been Mike Trout, Manny Trulio, Craig Lafertz, Rick Leach, Bob Walk, Mark Grant, Bob Walk, Frank Williams, Steve Lake, Rick Leach, Frank Williams, Jeff Calhoun, Bob James, Greg Minton. Tell you what, I'm just going to not name names anymore. Alvin, Chris Brown, Rick Manning, Dave Trackey, Jerry Sandberg, Mike Bilkey, Bill Madlock, Tim Stater, Mike Griffin. There's the look at the back there. Tracy Woodson, Dan Gladen, Mark Hudson, Eric Funk, Charlie Jones, Salazar. So these are all just repeating. I'm just sitting in here repeating names of people over and over and over. A big name pops up, I'll definitely say their name out loud. I'm not going to say your name, G. Why, so you can record my voice? Use it for nefarious activities? Huh? Come on, do you? Uh-oh, there's some more Donruss up in there. They was in the front. Seen that? Some more of them blue Donrusses. Oh my gosh. I just seen something I haven't seen since I was a kid. I wonder if these will fit on this side. Nope. Finish out these 88 Donruss over here. Dan Quinsbury, Benito Santiago, Jody Davis, Ted Power, Ozzie Virgil, Browning, Bobby Thigpen, Mike Ciosa. That's going to probably be a nobody. And I'm thinking of somebody else. But we take those cards out now and go look them up. There's Frank Thomas for a minute. Thought that was a Frank Thomas card there for a minute. Oh, they got me. We're almost done, folks. It has only been an hour and 12 minutes. What are these guys here? 1992 tops. Prospects here, huh? Oh, look at that handsome feller. So look at the back there. See there, Cerrone, Rick Cerrone. I was thinking of the MMA Cerrone. I got here. 91 Fleers. Boy, those are bright yellow, ain't they? Missed baseball cards when I was a kid. Judging by their math, that should be close to 60 cards right here. Let me see here. $47. Alright, so we got these. I remember these. 1987. These were the gum cards. Oh, I remember when they did that. It's not like they have now the Series 1, Series 2. I mean, I guess it is kind of that way. But now I remember. You go through and you only get a certain series of cards in each checklist. Released at a single time. They were doing Future Stars back then. Jeez. Oh, my bad, y'all. Reggie Jackson. Oh man, this is hurting my chest sitting here like this. I gotta get up again in a second, y'all. Oh. All right. Oh. Water break. This 1990 baseball cheats. Topps Company Store. Win a trip for 4 to the 1989 spring training camp of your choice. There you go. Copy that, fill it in, and send it to Topps. Get you a t-shirt. Or you could get you a glossy all-star hot prospect. What about a t-shirt? Or a t-shirt? Or a t-shirt? Or a sweatshirt? I remember collecting the X-Men cards, and I had so many. I'm talking, I like this box filled with these little insert melons. Check this out, guys. That's pretty neat right there. I'd say. All right. I do believe I could get my cards in there. All right, time for the penny sleeve cards. What time is it? Oh! Don Mattingly? Missing something here? Rain Stanberg? Tom Glavine? What is going on? Why are these in penny sleeves? Barry Bonds? Roger Clemens? What year is this? This is 89, huh? And I don't think that was worth much. Roger Clemens, Roger Clemens, Roger Clemens, Roger Clemens. Don Mattingly. Kirby Puckett. I've seen a ton of these Kirby Puckett cards. Jose Canseco. Roger Clemens, Roger Clemens, Roger Clemens. Barry Bonds. Roger Clemens, Tony Gwynn, Kirby Puckett. Thought that's who that was. Canseco. George Brett. Kirby Puckett. Chipper Jones. Juan Gonzalez. Cecil Fielder. And Advanced Lightning. So, see, there's a ton of these cards in the box, bro. Like, do they think these were special because of the autograph? Or the Canseco. Roger Clemens. Jay Bell. Roger Clemens, Sammy Sosa, George Brett, Gary Sanchez, and Aaron Judge. This is the card that was on top. This one got me. She had it sitting on top of the box. And there are some pretty standout cards in this box. Well, it's kind of strange that those are all in penny sleeves. Strange to me because this box is almost filled with their cards. All right, well. I'll go back and go tally up the value of just the names that I know. I appreciate y'all joining. I would very much appreciate it if somebody would hit the like button just one time. Just once. There is a gun safe filled with cards. There are 4 binders filled with cards. And now, all of these cards must go into an appropriate home. Most of these cards will be available for sale in my semi-annual yard sale. I will post updates as to when, coming very soon, possibly a early spring sale. Head over to Whatnot. As soon as I get ink for my printer and I can print shipping labels, I will be selling cards over on Whatnot starting at $1 per card, no matter what the card. I will double up cards. I will bundle up cards. Just head over to Whatnot. Check it out. And if you use the link that is down in my description, you can get $15 credit to spend anywhere on Whatnot for anything on Whatnot of your choosing. All you have to do is cover the shipping. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for joining me. An hour and a half. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. We're going to pull all these back out again. Put them in binders. Put them up for sale. You guys are more than welcome to come along. Join me then. Until then, thank you. And I will check you guys later.